Hi everyone. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the dark side of the INFJ. As we all know, we all have a dark side and a light side that we have to embrace. And yes, I'm talking about the light side as well. There are people who don't embrace their light sides. But yeah, we would guess that the dark side is the most difficult to embrace. Not always, but here we go with the dark side of the INFJ. And if you are an INFJ and you think that this is your dark side, you agree with me that you fit this box a little bit, then I would suggest don't go out there and tell everyone, yeah, this is my dark side. She's telling me to embrace it, and you should embrace it in me as well. So I can be this because this is who I am, and you should accept me. That's not what accept your dark side and embrace it means. Okay, we want to be mature INFJs. We don't want to be the ones who are unlikable, the ones who actually end up doing more damage than any good, right? We want to build people up. We want to use our, as I would like to call it, superpowers to inspire others and make the world a better place and to be the teachers that we are born to be, or the artists. Some INFJs are amazing artists, okay? And other INFJs are also amazing artists, but they're more inclined to be teaching people. Okay, so yeah, let's go with the dark side of the INFJ, and we want to aim to do shadow work and overcome this dark side in a way. It will always be there, but we want it under control and we want it to come out on the right time, in the right place, in the right way, and we also want to turn the darkness into light, right? Okay, so let's start with the first one. The first dark side of the INFJ is talking your head off. Okay, INFJs are natural born teachers. They love to explain, they love to understand, and they also want you to understand. They really want to help you and they have a good heart. So it's amazing that they love talking. But too much is too much. Sometimes they will start at a point where the student is very well aware of what the INFJ is going to say. But the INFJ keeps on talking and takes forever to get to the point. It's as if those people want to be like, please, can I just fast forward the time that I can get this INFJ to tell me what I want to hear? And then sometimes the INFJ would carry on and the person would be like, no, what's the point? What was the point? Now you make me confused. Now I don't want to ask what's the point because the INFJ will just carry on. Okay, so we need to learn to make things short. Try and tell yourself, I want the student to try and to get to understand me or this concept in the shortest time possible. You want to get it over that message in a very, very short time. Get to the point first, maybe. Say what you wanted them to hear first, and then you go into the explanations. Okay, that's what I would suggest. Just my realizations. And then, all right, so on to the next dark side. Dark side number 2. Can't take criticism, but can give it very well. INFJs have this thing of, I know how life should be lived. I know how you should be. And if you are not like this, I want to help you. And I want to tell you that you are doing this wrong so that you can do it right. So we have our own world of perfection. And this is how perfection looks like. And you should know about it. You should know this is not right and this is right. And this is how you get to what's right. Okay, what's right to you is not always what's right to everyone else, and you've also got stuff to learn. The problem with this is that INFJs can't handle the criticism when it comes back to them. Okay, so it's very easy for them to give it if they're comfortable with you and if they know that you can handle it. they will give it because, yes, usually they don't like conflict, so they would rather step away from it. But if they're comfortable with you, they would like to give it. But if they get it back, they can't handle it. And I can identify that with that because we are very hard on ourselves. We like to improve ourselves, and we want to be that best versions of ourselves. That's why we probably are more inclined to be psychologists or something. But we need to know that if no one is giving you criticism, it might be because you aren't taking criticism that well and they are scared to give it to you. So if they are not giving you criticism, I would advise that you maybe make a plan that people are more comfortable in giving you criticism. And if they give you criticism, that you don't take it offensively, that you actually encourage it. Because the mature INFJ actually wants criticism. Might still hurt a little. Your heart might go down like, ooh, because you're hard on yourself, but you would more appreciate it. And you won't be giving your point over and saying, but, I am fine. Or, oh, I know, we tend to give those answers. Okay. Hey, let's move on to dark side number 3. Brags about a lot about how good they are. Yeah, it's words such as these that comes out of their mouths. You should have seen, this person said this to me, and oh, I knew exactly what to tell that person. I said to this person that, and then that person responded like this. Oh, that was like the perfect reply, and I could see right through that person. I knew exactly what that person was thinking, and yes, I got the perfect reply, and this is the results of it. And they would keep on bragging. If they do karate, they would say something like, you must see what high kick I just gave in karate. I practiced my butt off, and that's the results I got. And then I fought against this guy, and he didn't have his anger quite in control. And you shouldn't do that. When you're in a fight, you shouldn't be angry. Okay. So, that was his weakness, and I knew that. And then he fought against me, and guess what? He lost because of his anger. They would carry on speaking about their passions in such a passionate way, but in a way that they end up bragging about how they did it and what they did. And it might be very off-putting in the long run if you keep up with that, because it just shows you that you have this high image about yourself, and you think that your ways are much better than other ways. It's not always the reason why INFJs do that. They are just very passionate about what they like, and they want to share it with everyone, and they're very excited about their passions. But the mature INFJ knows that other people aren't that passionate about things as you are. So we need to tone down a little bit there, but if they ask you, you can be passionate. There's a place and a time to be passionate. There's a place and a time to just tone down. Right? It's complex. It's complex getting to the mature side, but yeah, it's something to work on. All right, let's think of the next one. The next dark side is over-analyzing and overthinking everything. Oh, we love to overthink. It's not something we hate, unless it's overthinking what the other person did. All right, if you say, I wonder why he did that. Maybe it's because of this and that. I don't know, I'm not sure, but I think it might be because of this reason. Maybe it's because of that reason. No, wait, I think it's this. Yes, it might be that. Yes, that's why that person does what he or she does. Oh, I know exactly. Yes. Then you end up making assumptions. and you end up thinking about things that isn't really true, and you believe it and you tend to hold on it, and then you're like, yeah, this is what I believe about this person and no one can change my mind. I know what I saw in this person and I can summarize this person very well. If overanalyzing leads you to that, oh no, not good. Okay. But the other overanalyzing thing about getting to understand everything, oh, we love that. We don't see that as a problem. We love understanding everything. The trap is that if you keep understanding, trying to understand everything, then you will have to realize that you can't understand everything. And every INFJ will say, yeah, I know I can't understand everything. But do they really believe that? Do they really believe that they can't understand everything? No, they really want to understand everything. And if they can't understand it, they tend to say, you know what, I have to understand it without them knowing that they're thinking this. And they tend to hold on to that idea. And they're like, I believe this. And then they can't let go of that belief. So INFJs are more likely to believe in conspiracy theories than other people. We are the type that would research it. So if you want to know something about a conspiracy theory, go to an INFJ who loves researching these things and getting to understand them. They probably have all the facts, well, not all the facts, obviously, but a lot of facts lined up to give to you if it's their passion. Okay, so conspiracy theories, I know it's not always that it isn't true, but we don't know if it's true. That's the thing. And INFJs tend to approach it in a way of, I know what I know, and I know that it's the truth and it's in your face. And they tend to want to just drill it down your throat and just get you to understand that this is true, guys. And they might get too fixated on this, and they might get like not anxious but a little bit upset that the world doesn't understand it, and they have to let others understand. Others have to know about it because it will change the world. It will make them in a better place. The thing is, just what INFJs have to get to understand is that you don't have all of the right views. There are something that you are thinking or believing that isn't true. And if you're telling me, yeah, no, there's some things I know that isn't true, but are you admitting that to people? Is there something that you say, okay, I don't know, I think it might be true, but I don't know? No, INFJ is in the dark side, not in the light side, but if you are in your dark side, you tend to say, no, this is very true. I know what's the truth. And that brings us actually to the next dark side, which is, I know, I got this. All right. So you will hear things coming out of their mouths such as, I know, or I told you from the start, it is like that. You might have just like a very relaxing topic that you are bringing up, that you have a relaxing conversation with them. You're like, oh, this is so cool. You must see this, what I found. It's, what you told me. And then they're like, I told you from the start. It's like, I know that you told me from the start. But now you have to put it in my face that you got this. All right. So they tend to just throw it in your face consistently that they had it. They've got the mastermind. They knew it and they warned you. And they build like this ego around it, like, you see, my things are coming true now. Yeah, it might be so. And it might be that the other person is actually agreeing with you, but they don't want to reply because you're too in their face. And then they just think, ugh, this really, I don't want to talk to this person because this person is looking down on me or coming with this I got this attitude. Very in your face, you know? And INFJs tend to say, but this is true. It's in your face. I know it's true. Look there, it's written, you know? But another INFJ would come with another perspective and say, you will see, it's in your face. It is written. So it's best if you want to mature in this way, you can start using language such as I think. Oh, it will hurt some INFJs. No, I know. No, you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. You don't know if you're the one that has all of the wisdom. So start using things like, this is from my point of view, this is how I see it. How do you see it? Maybe ask the person. Let the person explain more than you are explaining. Hear that person's view. Think about it. And then reply with, okay, that's interesting, but like how I see it is this and that. You'll find that if you keep talking and if you tell people, I know, and this is how it is, you will push them away. And they won't want to talk to you, and you won't convince them, because you can't convince someone of something they don't want to know or they don't think is true from the start, unless they really want to know and they ask you. All right. Okay, so that was the next dark side. Okay, so we're done with that one. And last dark side for today has strong views of how people should be and what they should do, and has the tendency to look down on those who don't. Ooh. INFJs have high standards, like up there, like people can't live up to those standards. It's so high, like, you're doing that wrong. You're doing that wrong. You should do that a little better. You should be like this. Don't do that. They're trying to fit everyone into their world of perfect. And like I said before, they can't take the criticism back. So, yeah. And that's that. That's all the dark sides I will be mentioning for today. There are more dark sides. These are the ones I see most. These are the ones I usually see in INFJs. There are more, such as they tend to go into depression or anxiety. I'm not going to deal with that here. There's a reason. I don't think it's that dominant in all cases, but a lot of INFJs go through depression and anxiety. And yes, there might be dark sides in here that isn't part of who you are. Amazing, amazing. That's amazing then. But there are probably dark sides that actually describe you, something to work on. And you can see where you are in the maturity scale. Can't see for sure. That's a very difficult one to decide where is the line, like where am I now? But we need to consistently try to become more mature, bring the darkness towards the light, incorporate the shadows. All right, so if you have a shadow, reintegrate it back into your life, but more on that for a later day. Okay, thank you guys. I hope I didn't say what I didn't do what I said in this video. Took your heads off. Okay, but if I talk too much, oops, sorry. At least you guys can skip, hopefully. All right, thank you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great day. See you next time. Bye.